Welcome to Opinions Like Ales, everybody, your favorite pop culture podcast where we have opinions and most of them stink. My name is Michael Zampino. With me, as always, is Hilton Price.
Always trying to be the change that I want to see in the world.
Man in the mirror?
Man, looking back at me, as it were. But I can't always do it. I can't always do it. And I have to remind myself in the moments that I fail to just try again tomorrow.
Well, I mean, try again if at first you don't succeed.
Exactly. Tomorrow is only a day away, as a young orphan of legend once sang.
Yeah. I'll never forget a moment when Eleanor was very young, and I had when she would try little things like throwing a ball or any little thing, and she would not succeed, and she would get very down on herself, and I would always say, No, look, it's just a chance to try it again. Now you get to try it again. And later on, I remember a time where she was doing something and she said out loud to herself, now I get to try again. And I was like, it works.
I hope I can remember when I am playing Donkey Kong Country Tropical Freeze, which is the best 2D platformer of all time. And I die 40 times in the same place, as happens a lot.
Now I get to try again.
Now I get to try for time number 41.
Right?
Yeah.
Is that how you look at it?
That is how I look at it, Brian. Brian Sittler's with us.
Hi, Brian.
Hi, everybody.
Fresh on the heels of the latest episode of the People Persons Paper podcast.
I feel like I've been here before.
Just an hour ago.
My God, that was right.
Mere hours ago.
This is we have a crossover.
We're also pulling a double header, as it were.
Yeah.
A back-to-backer.
Putting work in on this day of rest.
Doing the grind on the Lord's day.
Yeah.
As we do here at OLA Ministries.
This is
praise
closest
be.
to
Praise
a church
be.
I have ever felt.
In a long time.
Well, and we used to do the Sunday thing, didn't we?
We used to go to church together. You're right.
Sunday was our church day.
It's right.
In the Church of the Pod.
Yeah, that's
Church
right.
of the Pod.
And then we switched to Saturdays. So yeah, doing a little
now you go to
switcheroo this week.
Because you go to actual church now, because you're a devout man.
No. Now I yell about politics with TJ.
Oh,
Yeah,
Yes.
that's what I do on
you
Sundays
didn't suddenly find God?
No, I found him. He's
Put him right back on that shelf.
heavily decayed.
You were like, no, thank you, sir.
No, we found him.
It was remains, and you're not gonna like what happened to him.
Did
yeah.
we kill him again?
Well, the Christians have really done a number on him.
Didn't he re-rise recently? Or
Rewrites?
Re-rise?
I don't
He
know.
did get a rewrite. Every year Jesus gets a reboot on Easter.
Yeah.
Did they kill Zombie Jesus? Did I miss that?
Isn't that...
but he did see his shadow. So
Okay, good.
6 more weeks of winter. That's why it's cold again.
Thanks, Big J.
The late night CGI...
Sorry, your party's so lame.
the late 90s CGI TV show Reboot, that was about Jesus Christ, right?
I don't remember that
What
show.
are you talking about?
Neither of you know Reboot?
No, but there's now another new show
90s
called Reboot.
what channel?
It was on, I don't... What channel?
Did we watch this?
No.
It was on channel 27.
17
8
in some
p.m.
cities.
Central, 7 Mountain.
Was this WB? I missed it.
On the top of your brain.
You guys don't remember Reboot?
No, I don't at all
Canadian.
remember it.
It was one of the earliest CGI
You
shows.
sure that's not Captain Planet?
And
Oh
it
my
is
God.
terrible. Yeah, he does look like a
Is it? Yeah. Yeah.
This came out in what
Captain
year?
Planet.
94?
I guess, yeah.
Holy shit. You know what's funny, though, is that like this shows how far computer animation has come because this is now what's used for like pennies on like the children's shows.
Yeah.
All the children's shows are like this level of like
Animation.
Coco Melon and shit. Like Coco Melon
I bet
is
that's
something
even
that
better
comes
than
out
this.
now
Yeah.
that looks very similar to this. If you pull up Coco Melon, dear God, for everyone's sake, please mute it.
I'm not going to play any.
Okay. Yeah, no, it's significantly better, but it's
is
like
better.
It's now like this is probably insanely cheap.
Yeah, I bet you're right. I bet Reboot is probably now what we could do for free.
Yeah.
on like
Yeah,
YouTube or
on
some
like
shit.
Canva.
Yeah.
Thank you. I was about to say. You can get it for like a pretty minimal subscription.
Yeah.
It's not much. But we come a long way, y'all.
So I'm watching the last season of Star Wars: The Clone Wars, which has 7 seasons, I think, or 6 or 7 seasons. And the
This
final
came out
season,
in the early 2000s,
yeah, I think it started. Let me pull that up real quick.
like early to mid 2000s.
Well, and they
Oh wait, okay, I was off.
yeah. So it started I'm sorry, you said 08? Oh yeah, 2008. Yeah, but then they waited, and then they did like a final season a couple years later.
So it was 28, 209, 2010, 11, 12, then in 2 years in between, and then a good 6-year gap.
Yeah. So this final season,
Oh, I see where we got because Cartoon Network, then it went to Netflix, then to Disney.
yeah.
So basically, Cartoon Network gave it the axe at March of 2013, and then Netflix picked it up.
Yeah.
Excuse me.
And then Disney, of course, when it got both the Star Wars and Marvel properties and started Disney Plus, and they brought it back for this final season. And to see the difference in the CGI technology for season 7 from 2020 compared to season 1 in 2008 is
Stark.
stark. Yes, it is Arya fucking Stark. Because
You mean it's going to save the whole thing?
Or no.
it's going
Is
to
it
find
more-
out what's west of Westeros.
Is it more drastic? Would that be
It's
better?
just really the early seasons are just you're like, oh yeah, this is early CGI, and at the end you're like, that immersion never breaks, and you're just like, I'm watching a show. Is it animated? Sure, but at no point am I like, well, that probably wasn't supposed to look like that. Characters emote. Fine details are clear. Specifics are not hard to understand in random scenes. I don't know. It's just we're a long way from reboot, is what I'm saying.
Wow.
Fair enough.
But was there some? Was reboot was there some value in that one?
No, I don't know. I just curious.
Did you actually watch it, or you just like remember it existing?
I know it existed.
Okay.
Oh,
So
okay.
you never watched it.
No, I wouldn't watch that crap. Just see it. looks awful.
Or just happen to see like a clip of it.
Yeah.
Yeah. We need to see.
I
that
don't even
maybe
remember,
sometime.
honestly, if I've ever seen a clip. I think there's a game, too.
Oh, of
I want to
course.
say there's a PlayStation game.
If it was somewhat successful, I mean, that seems to be ready-made back then.
Yep.
There you go.
There it is.
Shit.
That makes sense, because I'm sure I saw it sitting on the shelf at the game store for years.
There you go. Okay, we've discovered the.
Is he on a skateboard?
A zip board, according to the back of the game box.
I don't want a zip board.
Yeah. I'll take,
Zip board.
honestly, I would just like a,
Zibbered.
They're like, what if it's basically a skateboard, but it's like,
probably floats.
but if it's like under just each foot?
Yeah, it's a hoverboard.
Oh. I see now.
Yeah, no, but I think
Are
you might
there
be right.
chains in between the 2 feet things?
Yeah, there's some connection there.
Some sort of a connection.
That could get intense.
Zip board.
And now I'm Googling zip boards.
Well, I mean, we got to see where.
Why
we
don't
can,
we have any yet?
I was going to say we got to see where we can get one.
Small hoverboards connected by a metal bar.
There we go.
Okay. It's
Smart people.
I really don't like that it's still a singular noun though, zip board. I still feel like it should be zip boards.
The connector in the middle makes it one, Hilton.
I don't know.
It is singular, I guess. But
But if I may make a counter,
would you call one a dumbbell?
I will make
A dumbbells?
counterpoint number 1, scissors.
I see.
Counterpoint number 2, and I do believe this will put this battle to rest. Pence.
Pants?
Pence.
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 Oh.
Mario.
Everybody pants now.
It's a me, Pence.
Oh boy.
We watched some trailers.
Okay, so I guess you win. Fine.
Oh, I am
Or not.
seed. I will never cede an argument.
So Zamp agrees. Zip boards plural.
37 Helens agree.
Oh man,
That's a deep cut.
that's a good one though.
Is it 37 though? I don't think I got the number
don't think
right,
it's-
but the premise
Yeah.
is right.
Too deep for me.
Do you remember? It's Kids in the Hall. Did you ever watch Kids in the Hall?
I did, and I needed to watch it more. And if I had, I would have fucking got that. I watched more of the state than I did the Kids in the Hall.
30.
30.
Helens agree.
I just had to throw an extra 7 in there.
Am I plugged in? Yeah. Do I have volume on this?
You should, yeah.
Let me double check that I didn't turn off the volume. No, I didn't. I think we're good.
And that's because didn't they come up with some new episodes recently?
They did, actually.
I haven't watched that yet.
They're on Amazon, so they're like very, very adult.
Yeah.
30 Helens agree.
He'll break your heart, honey.
It's her.
30 Helens agree. Love hurts.
I mean, they're not wrong.
They're not. They're not.
She was in Billy Madison. That's her.
That was.
the Sasquatch.
Oh, that's.
I'll tell you who took those lunches.
It's that damn Sasquatch.
If peeing your pants is cool, consider me Miles Davis. I like that I've gotten to do an old lady on both episodes today.
It's the connective tissue.
It's true.
It is. It really is. Old ladies really are the connective tissue if you think about it.
for
I
sure.
mean, they are the givers of life.
Touche.
That was funny, but it's kind of profound.
Thank you.
Maybe that's
30
not the
Helens agree. Zampino's accidentally profound. I haven't finished the season for no other reason than I just kind of stepped away and started watching other stuff and haven't gone back. But the new Kids in the Hall episodes were very, very funny.
Okay.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
I thought I heard good positive reviews.
Yeah. I love
but I hadn't
Kids in
seen
the
it.
Hall.
I remember I watched the new Bob and Davids and didn't love them.
Okay.
But I don't think I'd ever tried the Kids in the Hall.
And those didn't really. Yeah, I don't think they kept doing them. So
There was like 5 of them on Prime.
Okay.
I think.
Yeah, it was Netflix and it was very short. It was like 4 or 5 episodes.
Okay.
There were some good bits in there. I thought some of it was pretty good. But it just didn't have that same thing.
Yeah.
You know.
Yeah.
Right.
Oh, you're talking about the Kids in the Hall or Bob and David?
Bob and David.
Yeah, same. Yeah, there was something that felt a little off about it.
Yeah, but
Well-
no, the Kids in the Hall episodes, it kind of just felt like they just older versions of what they were doing.
That's great.
Yeah, it's pretty fun.
Nice.
We watched the trailers for oh
watch the
god,
trailers.
okay, so
That's all I
FUBAR,
do here. Ooh.
a direct to Netflix joint
You know,
So it's not going to theaters.
starring
I don't
the
know how that works now.
Governor.
yeah, it's just going to Netflix.
Yeah,
Okay.
that one was a
kinda makes
Netflix.
sense.
With Arnold Schwarzenegger and
Yes.
I don't know, Tommy Davidson? Who else was in that?
What?
Who was that?
I didn't see any other people.
Tommy Davidson was not. Wait,
No, it was. You're right, but I'm trying to think of who the hell that was.
I don't know who it was that we were on.
I don't think it's.
Oh my god, is it a TV series?
Wait, what?
It's a TV series?
How is it a series?
Well, for now.
Holy shit.
Oh, Jay Baruchel's going to be in it? Fortune Feemsters in it.
Andy Buckley.
They are
David Wallace.
They're handing
Nice.
Fortune Feemster handfuls of garbage in the trailer for this. She has 3 jokes in the trailer,
Yeah.
and all 3 of them are just the worst of the worst.
And I just realized there's another on since we have to.
Hey,
Wait,
Scott-
wait,
Scott
wait.
Thompson's in this.
Stop.
What?
Travis Van Winkle. Is it related to Rob Van Winkle? And I didn't mean to say it. Nope, doesn't look like it.
Nope, not the younger Van Winkle.
This is Arnold Schwarzenegger's doing television?
Well, it's basically the
I
new
mean, I know
movie, so-
Netflix.
No,
but,
it's still television.
yeah.
but it is television, so
Has he ever done a television show before?
that I know of. No, I don't think so.
I'm sure he's done maybe a cameo or 2 over the years.
Yeah, but a series starring him.
That's wild.
There's
How's
another
it a
series.
series?
There's another series on Peacock where there's another CIA connection. The guy's like, it's called Ghosted. You heard about that one?
Okay. I heard that's good, right?
Oh,
Well, there's
this
another
is-
like it's the lady is a CIA agent or something like that, and
She's a CIA agent. She goes on a date with Chris Evans, and she ghosts Chris Evans, and Chris Evans
Right.
tracks her down. Ha ha ha!
Right.
He tracks down a CIA agent.
right.
It looks corny as fuck.
So now this is the one. Now the dad or whatever.
Yeah,
comes
this
back
is
and,
the
yeah.
dad gets
Estranged
pulled.
dad.
He just
yeah.
when he thought he's out, they pull him back in, and he finds out that he's been tasked with finding his own daughter. And then every joke that Fortune Feemster is handed, poor Fortune Feemster, is all about daddy issues or
She had the missile or the bazooka. That was a
Where
little,
she shot the bus.
Yeah, on accident.
that was on me. That's just I see those coming from a mile away
yeah.
now. We've had that joke a billion times.
Well, and every joke, even the stuff that wasn't hers, they were all like very like,
Slapstick.
yeah, just dumb, dull,
corny.
Luddite guy doesn't understand his young daughter.
Yeah, the only word
Nonsense.
that keeps coming up for all this shit is corny.
Yeah.
And no real chemistry between those two.
Which you wondered out loud if had they not seen each other in a while, and the only clue was that they mentioned that.
No.
15
I
years.
actually posited that he's never spoken to his child.
Yeah. He sounds like he's happy to see her in the beginning when they go to some reunion after he retires. It definitely sounds like work kept him away from home.
Well,
but
and
this
they do
sounds
the
extreme.
They do the classic like, oh, the dad doesn't want to know that his daughter's not a virgin. Ha 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 ha.
Oh,
She's
right.
like, I'm 28.
And
Dad.
she has it's not a lips. That's not a lipstick.
the most intriguing part of that was, where can I get a vibrator that's shaped like a lipstick?
At the porn shop.
I knew the answer.
Oh, okay. I was like, wait, I'll go get you one. Give me 20 minutes. I'll come back here with a vibrator shaped like a lipstick.
There's
You
not.
probably
Hey,
have
listen.
one in your house somewhere.
probably do.
I mean,
It's not shaped like a lipstick, but there I'll find.
I don't know if you got any leftover.
No,
from
the
those.
one-
in a pinch.
Yeah.
I've got one.
Just so y'all
I'm glad
know.
we're all equipped.
Yeah. Hey.
But yeah,
Listen, I'll get you a toe. You want a toe? I'll get you a toe.
who's your worm guy? I wanted to. I am
guy?
more interested in the vibrator than I am this TV show.
This TV show looks like straight up trash.
For the record, he has never done a scripted live action show for an entire season.
But
he's done a couple
some
of
voice work.
done a couple of one-offs. He was on 26 episodes of Superhero Kindergarten, where he did a voice role in this animated series.
Jeez.
And then he did a season of The Celebrity Apprentice, where he
did-
played himself.
They did more Terminator Genesis shit.
Oh yeah, he took over for Trump, didn't he?
Oh,
in
he was the
Celebrity
host.
Apprentice?
You're right. I forgot about that.
Oh,
That's
wow.
right. He took over when Trump got elected. God damn it. God
From
damn
January
it.
to February 2017.
That shouldn't be.
Remember when
that
the
should
guy
not
from
be
remember
there.
when the guy from The Apprentice was the president of the United States?
I didn't watch.
Remember
I
that-
didn't want to watch even back then.
Remember that game show host guy who was once ruling the country? And then he started a coup? Game shows are weird.
Remember that guy who got in trouble for racial rental practices in the 80s and then he was
70s.
president? Yeah, that's right, in the 70s. But he got in trouble for it in the 80s, right?
It's weird to think that anyone with
like
money
the
or
New
power
York
got
Five.
in trouble.
He'd
New York-
been doing it for a long time.
That was the New York Five, right?
No, that Central Park 5. That was
Central Park Five, yeah.
That was when he took the full page article
That
out.
was the 80s.
That was in the 80s,
That was
yeah.
the 80s. Yeah.
What we're trying to say is Donald Trump is awful.
And I
Hunter.
I could say a lot more, but I won't.
and
'cause
FUBAR
We'll
looks-
save that for another show
will.
on the OLA Ministries Network.
Brian will be back. When are you recording with TJ? Do you want Brian to just hang out?
Yeah, TJ's on his way. No, we're not doing it. TJ was unable to record this week.
Yeah. But FUBAR does not look good.
It looks bad.
It's just dumb. It's not. I mean, I see what they're trying to do, and it's just not going to work.
Hey, look, if I'm Fortune Feimster, I'm taking that paycheck,
it's-
but I'm sad about the bad jokes I have to say out loud.
Yeah.
But take that check all day long.
Well, she's also kind of a rising
Goodwill
talent
Hunting
right
too.
now.
That's what I
Think
mean
about the
about like
paycheck.
just take that check, take the money, take the work. You're getting the work. That's also on your resume. All those things, like it just sucks. Like, you know, those moments when you like see like David Cross doing shitty lines in the Chipmunks movies, and you're like, David Cross is such a
scary
good
movie too.
Yeah, and you're like, you know what though? That's that paycheck gig, as they call it.
Yeah,
You know?
yeah.
You do the thing that's not really that's not the thing that's for you, and it's not the thing that you're passionate about, but that's gonna put
helps
food on your
you,
table,
yeah.
and it's gonna fund the thing that you want to do.
Exactly.
A lot of times.
Exactly.
I saw a great Michael Caine quote where he said, someone asked him if he remembers filming Jaws 3D. And he says he doesn't remember that, but he does remember the house that bought his mother.
Exactly.
It's
That was-
lovely.
It's a great quote.
Hey, it is what it is.
He wasn't terrible. He was pretty good, actually. He was probably the best part of the
But yeah,
movie.
you're also allowed to like in the moment probably be like bummed out when you read it and you're like, oh, I gotta say this trash. Can I
Right.
like punch this up a bit?
But he's like, I think he also said he'd never seen it.
Yeah. Oh, that's what it is. They asked
I've
if
never-
he'd seen Jaws 3D. He said, I haven't seen that, but I've seen the house that bought my mother.
Right.
I love that.
And he probably doesn't remember making it too.
And requisite, whenever talking about him, you do have to say Michael Caine.
My cocaine.
That's the one.
Hello, I'm my cocaine.
No, you're not my cocaine. You're Michael Caine.
My cocaine.
No, not my cocaine. My cocaine. We do this every time. FUBAR looks bad.
What was the thing he says in
Not good.
Batman?
It's not good.
Some men just want to watch the world burn.
No, I was thinking of the
got
the
it.
end
Watch
line,
the world burn.
like the monologue at the end, or when he's talking about how he like just wishes he like goes off into the sunset or some shit. I don't know.
Oh, yeah. You're
You know what I'm talking about.
yeah, but I don't know it.
Is that the third one we're talking about? Or-
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah.
It's Hilton's favorite. That's why I thought he would remember it.
You know,
yeah. I mean, it's mine
love
too.
that
You
like
think I would
love
also?
I love that like I love a Star Wars prequel.
You love that like you love Fat Kid Loves Cake.
I love that like I like the next trailer we watched.
I love that almost as much as I hate FUBAR.
Yeah.
The next one looks way more interesting.
American Born Chinese.
Definitely more.
You said this is based on a comic book?
Based on a comic book. Or it might be a graphic novel. It might have been, I don't know if it was originally collected or sold as smaller issues or what, but
Is that the difference basically?
yeah.
The smaller issues versus
Pretty much if your comic book is like 80 pages when
It's
you
a graphic.
first sell it, it's a graphic novel.
See, because I guess maybe it's just the word graphic that made me think that the subject matter had to do with what made it a graphic novel or not.
Collected volumes of multiple issues are also called graphic novels, but in terms of like what it was first,
Was like more graphic.
a single issue with like that like
No.
that's paper. This is not ever a graphic novel.
Right. Sorry. What
But a
I
graphic
mean,
novel can be made up of 8 comic books.
Right.
Right, but what I'm getting that now, but what I meant to say is originally I thought that could be a graphic novel, quote unquote, if it was graphic in nature.
Like if there was
I
like
thought that
gore
or
Is there
sexuality
nudity?
or like
Right.
way more
In that
adult oriented,
sense. Yeah.
and that's what made it a quote graphic novel.
See, I see what's going on here, my cocaine, is you're getting graphic
I'm
novel.
stupid?
You're confusing graphic novel with graphic novel.
Correct.
See, I get that. I
two
can
graphic novels.
That happens a lot when I'm trying to talk about my cocaine.
This accent's so good.
So it's my best yet.
I think originally I definitely thought that.
Yeah.
I mean, and I don't think I know I thought that.
Well, we're learning.
I'm
We're growing.
Is there like a page limit
I'm not
to
a
be
very smart
classified a
man.
novel?
Maybe.
But I know what love is.
Because that's where I was going with that.
I don't know. Maybe.
I may not know what a graphic novel is.
Michael Caine. Whoop, sorry, y'all.
American Born Chinese looks good.
Yeah.
Starts out as just kind
Have
of.
you read any of the material, the source material?
I did. I read a little bit of it a couple years back and liked what I read, but I don't remember much about it.
How old is the source material? Is
I don't
this
know,
a
hold up.
relatively? That was one of the things is I was wondering in the moment of like, is this something that's been out for a long time and they're just now making a version of it?
I'd guess 15 years.
Oh wow, okay. Publication date 2006.
Not bad. Well done, Hilton.
Okay,
Yeah.
Kudos.
No, it's a graphic
Even
novel.
okay. Even
it's
even
incredibly graphic. It's just super
It's graphic.
graphic.
Well,
it's,
a lot-
it's all graphic-y
In the book, they're nude the entire time.
Yeah, it's super graphic.
and gratuitous too.
It happens at a nudist colony, a sexually explicit nudist colony
Yep.
with children.
Yep.
It's not for everyone.
Yep.
Sure is. it's up to you. I'm sorry. I misspoke.
that took a turn.
It's not for anyone.
There you go.
No, this is for anybody. This looks good.
Yeah. It starts out with kind of a story about a young Chinese kid going to a predominantly white school, and another Chinese kid moves to the school, and it seems like he's kind of annoyed that he's being assumed that he has to be.
Yeah, the principal's basically like, hey, look, another Chinese kid. He's your responsibility now.
Just like you.
Yeah. They're like, of all the kids.
Oh,
they're-
but he's way better at math.
Oh, yeah. They throw that in there, which was like, what'd you have to do that for?
Yeah, that seemed kind of unnecessarily hurtful.
Somewhat. Is that just to differentiate him from the other, the other child or kid, whatever?
Or to make
in
it
a sort of try to be funny way.
or if the writers are just a very bad attempt at being like, he's not like the other Asian kids.
he's
Right.
He's
You're
the
like,
other. He's the other.
Don't do that.
Ugh.
Didn't the teacher say each of their names and then both of them had to correct her on how to pronounce it?
Yeah, it's Wong, not Wang.
Yeah, and then
I don't know
the
what
other
the
the
other
other young man, his name was, she said it like way off, like a very Americanized version, and he said it with a little more style.
Oh no, yeah,
and
like
I'm not going to try any of them myself, but
no, but it was she was like one letter off, I think, on the other one too.
Okay,
I
yeah.
think it was like there was she thought there was a G and there was no G, just N.
which I think was just another kind of more subtle touch on the lack of attempt at understanding there. But then, of course,
Well, I didn't know. I had no clue that this was going to be a superhero movie of some kind.
yeah, this takes a turn. It
Well,
moves-
and it's also
Really does. I felt
it's got some biblical allegories
misguided.
yeah.
going on. Well, they were talking about between
Heaven and
the
hell.
The land
yeah.
between heaven and hell.
It is
And
sort of a classic
It says
trope there,
it says
though.
even right here that Yang replaces Buddha from the original story with a Christian influenced deity, Seiyou.
oh,
okay.
This is like
Storyline of Yang's contemporary rendition of the Chinese story of a kung fu practicing Monkey King of the Monkey King. A
So they're
character.
taking like an ancient Chinese story and making a Christian version of it.
Okay.
And now it has lost me.
Well, and I mean, but on the other hand, too, you are talking about a movie that is set in America, and
Oh, is this going to be a movie or a film? It said all episodes. I think this is series.
it's a TV show. Okay.
Yeah, but it did say all episodes streaming May 25th though, so it's not going to be a weekly drop.
yep, all 24. Yep.
But the juxtaposition between the character growing up in America and being of Chinese heritage is a big part of the story. So the idea of bringing in Christian, allegory, whether it's something, this deity, Yeoh,
I would imagine it's Seiyou.
Seiyou, thank you.
Or no, with the H, I don't know. Maybe
That may be playing to that juxtaposition between cultures. The Monkey King has kind of been growing in, I don't want to say popularity, but presence in media lately. DC Comics just launched a new series with a fictional character based on the Monkey King in video games. And obviously, video games, 90% of them originate in Japan, but, an Asian country.
Sure.
But the Monkey King and Asian lore like that has come over in games a lot. So I feel like it's something that I'm seeing a lot just because of some of where I have my fingers in.
fair.
But this was cool. The special effects looked really neat. And then the cast was something special.
Yeah. No, it looks like it's going to be a lot of fun. I get the like the thing with like a monkey and a Monkey King and all, that type of, obviously it's most closely associated, with humans.
Yeah, and they are just a damn cool animal too.
For sure. They like throw poop and stuff.
Oh, yeah.
That's funny.
If you have no,
They're the only other animals that get comedy.
yeah. I feel like dolphins do, but we just don't get their jokes.
No, they get fucking. They're not about comedy. They're about fucking.
It's all about Kramer and his the monkey. So that's forever.
Monkeys
for me,
are about comedy. Dolphins are about fucking.
monkey.
Hippos are about murder.
The monkeys don't. The monkeys make love.
Yeah, monkeys are sensual lovers.
They make love.
Dolphins are gonna fuck you.
Monkeys make funny. Dolphins make fucky.
Yeah.
Hippos make murdy.
Birdie. Hippos make murdy.
Hippos make murder. Hungry hippo. Hungry for people.
All-star cast on this with Michelle Yeoh and Ki-Hei Kwan.
It's interesting. The cover of the book is not what I would expect, but so plain compared to the movie.
Yeah.
Did I see the movie one or back to the?
The cover has a very Disney quality to
Is
it.
there? Do you have the wiki up for the movie
Somewhere.
somewhere?
Actually, I don't, but I will find it.
It's amazing. It's not right there in the first.
Oh,
There we
in
go.
TV series.
not movie. I keep thinking. Okay. Yeah, and dude from Temple of Doom is continually
Ke-Huy Kwan.
doing stuff.
Yeah.
Ke-Huy Kwan.
Yeah, he, of course,
He's cleaning up now.
on the heels of winning the Academy Award and getting back into acting. Glad to see him with another role.
Did you see that movie, Everything Everywhere All at Once?
Not yet, and I need to.
Do it.
Oh, yeah.
Did you saw it? Yeah.
Oh, yeah, I've seen it.
Ugh.
Do you have Hulu's Showtime expansion?
No, I don't.
Okay.
So is that the only way right now?
Unless you know a
get it-
guy.
You can get it through Prime,
Or
too,
you
the
can always
Showtime.
rent them. Yeah, I think you can rent them. Yeah.
But yeah, you can get for a single
Either way.
movie though. If you have like Prime or Hulu, do that 7-day trial, baby. Watch that movie and then give it
and
the
then
axe.
go back.
True.
Yeah. Oh yeah, it's
Can
on
you do
Prime?
the trial on the Showtime?
Because
thing?
you can do
I don't
through
know about
Prime.
just do a
Yes, you
one-time
can
thing
do a
with Prime.
7-day. You can do a 7-day trial through Prime because we have done it.
Okay.
That's how we started Yellow Jackets, and then we got really into it. Actually, we initially did it to watch this movie. Then we started Yellow Jackets, and we were like,
cool.
"Fuck! Now we're gonna have to pay for Showtime because this show is very good."
Yeah, check it out. You can watch
Yeah,
with
so I
Showtime.
can.
Start your 7-day free trial.
Yep.
Or if you wanted to pay cash, you
Jamie-
could keep it a
Jamie
digital
Lee.
version. You can pay for only $18.99, $49.
Yeah, that movie is incredible.
Excellent.
Yeah, that was great. And then I started Star Trek Discovery recently,
Okay,
and Michelle
More Star
Yeoh.
Trek.
Michelle Yeoh is in that as well, and she is excellent in that too. And without getting into story spoilers, she's not in every episode I've seen so far, but she definitely had a big presence in the first two that leaves a lasting impression.
Just
Oh, well,
realized
there
that-
was some heavy implications there, Hilton.
Listen, I am only like 6 or 7 episodes in. I have yet to see the mountaintop, and from what I am reading in bits and pieces online, is not the last I've seen of that actress or character.
Oh,
And then, as if you are setting me up for success, good sir,
I try so hard.
Paramount just announced Michelle Yeoh will be back as that character, Philippa Georgiou, for a new Star Trek movie, Star Trek Section 31, spinning out of Star Trek Discovery, which just was announced that the 5th season next year will be its final season.
Not gonna lie, I just glanced and just saw Everything We Know, and I thought, oh, this is a sequel to Everything Everywhere All at Once.
Yeah, it's called Everything We Know, and it's really just a guy reading the encyclopedia out loud.
Everything we know at any given point at any time.
It's just the internet.
It's like that song to the class of 1999 or whatever.
Yeah.
With all the guy that just saying
Oh.
different things.
To the class of 1999.
Yeah.
Oh God.
If I have one piece of advice to give, it's this.
I'm so glad because I graduated in '99, and I'm really glad that my class was like, no, fuck that song. We're doing Prince.
Yeah, good.
Yeah.
Good for you.
Yep. That was one of the few things they did right.
I like that I got that accent down pretty well.
Yes, pretty
We
good.
did listen to it a lot. It was everywhere back then. Like
I liked it a lot.
I missed it.
I need to listen to it again.
I barely know that at all. Like I recognize
I remember kind
it,
of liking
but-
it. So
The benefits of sunscreen have been documented many times.
think
Whereas all the rest
we
of
both
my
kind of
advice.
liked it.
And I said, what about breakfast at
One thing
Tiffany?
we got.
oh Jesus.
I like that song.
Let's just do impressions of musicians for the rest of the show.
I was gonna say.
Can anybody do Aaron Neville?
I don't know much.
I don't know much.
I don't know how of you.
Let me be all I need. Clearly, I'm Bonnie. in this
Mr.
duet.
Henson, get out of here. Go to the doctor. Oh boy. Anyway, American Porn Chinese.
That looks good. I'm down for it.
I do like that we'll be able to
be good.
binge it.
Yeah.
So is there any connection to any other universe that I'm missing here?
No, it's an independent graphic novel.
Okay.
Yeah. Yeah. But it is neat for Disney to start giving us some content that I'm interested in that does not connect it to Star Wars or the Marvel Universe.
Right. Okay. That's good. They're like branching out somewhat. I like it. But still maintaining in the same company.
Well, and still, doing something that will appeal to a lot of those kind of sensibilities. You know,
Yeah.
this does have special effects and superheroes
Right,
and something fantastic.
Punchy, kicky stuff.
Punchy, kicky.
Or really just
Punchies, kickies, flippies,
Flippies.
flip-to-dos.
Flippies are good.
Yep.
Stabbies, shooties, those are fun.
Like flippy kickies, like when you do the flippy and the kicky.
Flippy kicky, yeah, the spinny kickies. Those are good.
A 360 spinny kicky. Fakey, a 360 fakey spinny kicky to half cab, blunt slide, manual out.
Hardcore parkour.
That's right. I don't think you can do it. Horse.
No, you forgot. Into the trash.
That's right. That's right.
Refrigerator box, into the pallets, into the trash.
Yeah, go.
Oh man, did you see that fakey 360 flippy kicky?
That's what Americans have on their minds.
Now every time I drive by a skater, I'm going to be like, do a flippy kiki. Like, that old man just called it a flippy kiki.
He just fucking say flippy kicky.
Did the old man call this shit poop?
He called this shit poop.
Oh my God.
Yeah. So y'all
What
go
else
see
is
American Born Chinese.
I'm down for that though.
Yep.
Is it
That's what I'm going to watch when I'm
May
not watching
May
FUBAR.
24th? That's
Yeah,
what
May
it has.
24th is when it's coming out.
And all at once. I guess that's the genuine. I don't know, for certain series. I guess that's the. Just put 'em all out-
Disney's
just put 'em
been
out
doing
at
a
once.
lot of weekly drops. Like all the Marvel
Is
stuff's
that for
been
like
weekly drops.
But that's for more like established stuff.
I don't know.
So maybe it's just stuff that's not. Because I was wondering about that.
This
that
is
when
an
they do the
untested
binge?
property, so it would make sense.
It could be that.
There's no guarantee people are going to stay week to
Because I
week.
kind of wondered how I remember when Arrested Development first came out, they just put everything out at once.
Well, that's Netflix, so that different people at the
But
helm.
that was like the first time that kind of thing happened too.
I will say the biggest benefit to the project itself is that knowing they're going to drop everything at once, you're not going to get like dropped after 4 episodes and not going to finish the project.
Right.
You know what I mean? At least you got to make all the episodes.
Yeah, you get a full season order.
Yeah,
no matter what.
you didn't have the chance to get the rug pulled out from under you.
Yeah, yeah. There's that.
It's a good thing Carnival had that chance in that kind of format. Else that probably wouldn't have made it.
Right,
I don't know.
yeah.
I have a feeling.
Did you ever watch Carnival on HBO?
Oh, yeah.
That was such a great show.
Nope. And I watched a good chunk of HBO's programming.
Do you not remember this one at all?
No, I remember it. I just didn't watch it.
Yeah, it was set in the Dust Bowl, traveling carnival. A lot of supernatural elements.
I'm trying to remember the guy's name. The main
Clancy Brown
Yes.
chewing up the fucking scenery every time he's on screen.
Killing it.
You know Clancy Brown?
The actor?
The hardest screw at Shawshank?
Yeah.
Lex fucking Luthor?
Pet Cemetery.
Yeah. Was he Pet Cemetery?
He was in Pet Cemetery.
Wow, was he? I don't remember
Sure.
that.
He was. Couldn't tell you the character, but I remember the picture.
He's not. Know that I'm going the road, Lewis.
No. That's Robards.
What?
No, it's not. That's Fred Gwynn.
Fred Gwynn. My bad.
Yeah.
Nobody goes down that
Edit that
road.
out. That road.
Sometimes dead. It's better.
Don't give that kid your razor. He'll cut your Achilles with it.
God, I hate that shit.
That was not the scariest part of the movie for me.
What was the scariest part of the movie for you?
Zelda.
Oh, yeah. Zelda's the worst.
The scariest. That traumatized me as a child for some reason.
Yeah. Well,
He's in the second one. My bad. I meant to say that.
okay.
When
Pet
I
Sematary
was
too.
a kid, I lived in a very small apartment, right?
Yeah.
And so going to my grandma's house, it felt gigantic because she had like a house with a long hallway, 3 bedrooms, like pretty good amount of square footage.
Lots of places to hide a sibling you don't like. A sick sibling.
A long hallway, and every time I would walk down that hallway, I would be so fucking terrified that I would peek into a room and see that lady.
Yeah.
It was so scary, and I'm scared right now, and I need someone to hold me.
Brian, you're
Come here,
closer.
No!
Come here, big guy.
Call back.
Hey, it's Pam's sister. So when my grandmother lived in Florida, Florida. Where all the sane people live.
Where Florida man and Florida woman live.
Her condo apartments were 3 tall towers connected by like a central hub lobby.
3 apples tall.
3 apples tall, and just like a Smurf. And the pool and all the fun stuff for a kid visiting his grandma to do was in the lobby area. And then in the evening,
Where he can get in trouble for being loud for being a kid.
yeah, exactly. Go sneak in the pool hall.
Yep.
Go to the health spa. See the old men in the sauna. Regret that.
This is the spice of life.
Yeah, right. Immediately regret that. At the end of the night, kids say goodbye, and it's now time to go back to grandma's apartment.
Sure.
And I have to go down this long hallway from the lobby to her building. And this hallway had these white floors, and it was all glass, ceiling and walls, completely glass. And it's nighttime. So outside, on one side, I remember there was some lobby. There's like the entryway, driveway lights. And there's lighting there. But everywhere else, it's all pitch black. Beside, there's light in the building, of course. But beyond the window, you just see night. And I remember as a kid being so scared sometimes walking down that hallway.
Yeah.
Because your imagination runs away.
Absolutely.
And I would remember being imagine being chased by a ghost or a demon of some sort, and I would run down the hallway so that I could get to the elevator and get to my grandmother's apartment faster. And I got to tell you, it looked weird being an 18-year-old man running down that hallway. The valets, the people working in the lobby, they acted differently toward me after that.
You know what's great though? Is somebody's like, "What's wrong? You fuck you, I'm scared."
Did you see that ghost?
You mean
Oh
to tell
my
me you
God.
never pretended you had to get your keys out in time and someone was chasing you?
No,
Nobody's ever done that before, just out of nowhere.
the
Like,
Seinfeld thing.
like you're
that's-
ready?
Yeah, it's actually kind of a thing. I think at certain times everybody's sort of done that at one point. That's why it resonates.
It was in a Seinfeld episode.
Oh, yeah.
And he says that to the way she was like, "I'm from the Midwest, so," or like, "I'm from Kansas or something." So, what do you think?
Oh
Like,
yeah, of course.
Like, of course, I have.
BTK
'Cause we're
had not been caught at that time.
We're simple-minded people. I don't.
Yeah, he was still out there when Seinfeld was made.
Oh god.
So when she made that joke, she
Yeah.
was probably referring to BTK. They were probably
Is that what Larry
referring
David was referring to?
BTK.
Huh. Wow. Maybe.
Yeah.
All right.
But yeah, it's some night that when you let your imagination run wild.
Are you wondering how I know that?
I just did not make that connection.
Oh yeah.
I
Oh,
had
the
no idea
second
either.
she said Kansas. No, the moment she said
I
Kansas,
think of it
I
as
was
Kansas.
like,
Yeah.
yeah. Well, and because
at the time, I didn't know
specifically in
about
that
that.
story, like women were they were like checking their phone lines
wow.
to see if they'd been cut. They were,
Damn.
yeah, they were being very
There are
very
certain
hyper
things.
aware.
Wow.
I don't want to say that I'm a little worried that you may be watching too many serial killer documentaries, but the quickness with which you made that connection, it kind of reminds me. Have y'all ever seen this?
I have.
This is a statue of a Christmas tree in
No,
France.
it's not.
And you only say that because you know about something else. And it's kind of like that.
Like someone knowing it that fast.
It's a butt plug.
Yeah, it is a butt plug. That is not a Christmas tree.
Yeah.
You know what? I would argue it's like a chess piece or something before I would say it was a Christmas tree.
Yeah, it's not a great butt plug, honestly, because the base is not
I
flared
was going to say, if
enough.
I didn't know what a butt plug was, the
base is too
I still
tall.
wouldn't say it looks like something on
Right?
the top
Yeah.
of like
It needs to be flared more.
Yeah.
like one of those things you use to like stoke a fire, like at the top of it.
No,
Okay.
Brian.
You know what
No,
I mean?
Brian, you naive little child.
What's a butt plug?
Guess who doesn't do butt stuff?
No, you know what's funny, Hilton? This is actually my true crime intake has decreased rapidly.
I have noticed that. You don't.
Yeah.
It's not been a topic on the show as much.
Yeah, but my knowledge is still there, especially of that particular case, because
Well, when
I've read multiple books on that one.
okay. Well, and when you pay attention to someone that targeted Kansas, you don't forget that.
Well, I mean, my father-in-law met the man.
Oh, really? Oh,
Yeah.
wow, okay. Yeah.
They were both Boy Scout leaders.
Oh.
Whoa.
Yeah, he really flossed over that one, and I was like, Richard, I have questions. And he was like, spoiler alert, there's not, I mean, he didn't say spoiler alert because he's old and not.
Because he doesn't say that.
Yeah, but he was
So
basically
you were
like,
like, what are
it
you
wasn't
talking
very interesting. I actually found him boring. It's like, oh shit.
Well, you didn't ask the right questions, Richard.
I know, right? Like, can you get a little bit more invasive, please?
How heavy do you think a human head is?
8 pounds.
Hey, Jerry Maguire fan. I got time for this bullshit. Also, haven't seen that if you're making a list.
But you knew that
Shocking.
reference.
Yeah, I do. Thank you, Jonathan Lipnicki.
You know enough.
Nice pull.
I got them facts in my brain.
Show me the money.
You know what else is a fact?
Tipper Gore sucks.
Jack,
Gore does
Jack.
suck shit. What did that come up for? Oh, we were talking
I
about
was gone.
the
I missed it.
Ice Cube and the
Yeah.
irony of Ice Cube's.
You have an Ice
Image,
Cube
yeah.
hoodie.
being-
A very cool Ice Cube hoodie.
Yeah,
there.
from the America's Most Wanted era,
Yes.
just post NWA
Yes,
solo
indeed.
project Ice Cube,
And you bought it at French Walmart.
and I bought it at Target,
Yeah.
and there is a deep irony in artists like Ice Cube and Tupac and Pink Floyd,
Yeah.
being sold at places like Target and Walmart. That I can't help but feel while swearing it.
Well-
But also this is just a rad image, and the color play they did on it is good.
And he's making money off it. So.
Cynics
I
would
hope.
say
I hope. Should be if he's not.
cynics would say that there's always the issue that maybe he's not making a dime off it. B, that stuff that should have more reverence, like the strongly politically and socially charged lyrics of a rapper like Ice Cube, shouldn't be sold to Target for us dumb Americans. But wearing that, all you're doing is reminding people that Ice Cube is the shit.
Yeah, that's true.
You know, so fuck all the rest. And there is always the standard, there's no ethical consumption under capitalism.
100%.
I say the ability to distribute to more people so they can see it and actually buy it, that outweighs.
Oh, there was a good chunk of my life where my wardrobe basically was a 24-hour advertisement of what kind of music I listened to.
Yeah.
Like your level of video game shirts, that was me with band shirts. I
Yeah.
basically only owned band shirts for a very long time.
And that's why you had that you had that t-shirt that your favorite band sucks.
Yeah.
That's why that was brilliant.
Ah, nice. That's a good one. That's a good one.
Also, a shirt worn by friend of the show, Ryan Green.
That's right.
Friend of
That's right.
Friend
Good.
of the show.
That's right. Whose favorite band sucks? Booyah in your fucking face, Mountain Goats.
Oh, they're fine. Mountain Goats are good.
I don't care. Here's my thing. I actually have no real opinion on them. I don't listen to them, and I wouldn't put them on, but I don't think they're bad.
It's kind of like when I talk trash
I
about.
just fucking I'm like just
Joshing?
being antagonistic. Yeah.
It's like when I say that every Red Hot Chili
Because we
Peppers,
love.
every Red Hot Chili Pepper song sucks except for Warped.
Right.
Hey,
It's not true. I don't believe it, but man, do Red Hot fans hate that shit.
yeah, but
It's just a nice dig fun,
It is
yeah.
a known fact that they are funded by Big California.
Oh, yeah.
that is a known fact.
Oh, Red Hot Chili Peppers, and we talked about this with Jeremy on the show, but after the second album talking about California, I don't listen to anything else.
Oh yeah, no, it was like you already did your song about California in Blood Sugar Sex Magic.
Yeah.
He's throwing other states in there left and right too at times.
Like you already did under the bridge. You already
Downtown.
we've already had the California stuff.
Yeah.
Then it was
that
literally
bridge.
the whole album, and it's like no. I'm seeing through you, Big California.
Yeah.
Okay, I'm seeing through you, Pfizer. Okay,
It's like the way that Tool is been secretly propped up by big mathematics.
oh yeah. I mean, big numbers are really
like Texas Instruments.
yeah. Ti is putting a lot of money into those TOOL.
Big Fibonacci paying off Maynard.
You know, all the
You
graphing
heard it.
calculator money that's just pouring in.
I was wondering, when did those stop being a thing? After we
Computers.
yeah. Like, did you in high school still
I had one.
like a
and
TI-84
I
at
had
that
a,
point?
I had a graphing calculator at one point, and I can honestly tell you, I do not think I ever properly learned how to use it.
Okay, maybe that went away.
I remember having
I
to buy
had
one.
to use it.
Yeah.
I had to use it.
Right.
I don't think I learned how to.
I had to use it to do like specific steps
Yeah.
that were taught to me.
Uh-huh.
To do one or two or maybe a small handful of functions.
And that's why I dropped out of Algebra 2,
But
because I was like, deuces.
and that one you didn't need a calculator for. It's just two fingers.
Yeah. Yeah, mostly the middle one.
Or one poof.
That's right. Yeah, no, I was out of there. Mostly because I also realized that I only needed 2 math credits and I already had them.
Yeah.
So I was like, why the fuck am I in this class?
Oh, because you had to do geometry. Yeah.
I had already had
Yeah.
I had Algebra 1 and I had Geometry. And then I got in Algebra 2 and I was fucking tanking. I was flunking so bad. And my dean was like, hey, you already have your math credits. And I was like, huh?
You don't have to actively be this.
He goes, it's Tulsa Public Schools, and they don't care if you're smart, right? You only need 2 math credits.
He's not supposed to say the quiet part out loud. Like,
Yeah, well, this is when the campaign against public schools was only a decade or so in.
right.
Yikes. Guys, vote.
Yeah.
Vote in your local elections.
Vote and
Please.
vote educated as well.
100%.
some time.
What else do we have for this? Oh shit! There's a new Rancid album coming out, you guys.
Yeah, we got
I
some good
just
new
found
music
out.
this week.
Yeah.
Yeah. Here's what, if you know anything about punk rock music, one of the things that a lot of old punk rock fans will tell you is that the more songs with the shorter runtime there is, the better a punk album usually is. Case in point, the best Screeching Weasel album is Boogada Boogada Boogada, and I believe it comes in at like a cool 40 minutes, and it has I think 30 songs.
Wow.
It's pretty wild how many songs are on that album
Yeah.
and how short it really is. But this song's got 16 tracks and it's coming in at a cool 28 minutes and 47 seconds. That is will make a punk rock fan salivate.
Longest
Yeah,
song is
yeah.
2 minutes 37 seconds.
The epic is 2:37.
Yeah. This means no ballads, motherfuckers. There's no, but you ain't slow dancing to this album.
I mean, I haven't heard that New American, that 2:37 song. It might be kind of slow.
That is definitely probably the slowest song, as that is the longest track on the album.
Shortest is under a minute.
That's right, 58 seconds. That's always a good punk song. Don Giovanni, the first track on the technically second self-titled Rancid album that came out in 2005. That's like 40-second song. And it's
Damn.
good shit. Yeah, that's the one that I played you earlier.
Okay, yes.
As Brian was really only familiar with
Yes.
Ruby Soho and
Yeah,
Time
yeah.
Bomb.
The
I was
noob
like,
is here.
they go harder than that from time to time.
I would hope so. I see. That's the thing. I figured they had a whole back, previous albums, and then what was it? What was the name of the
And
album?
Outcome the
And
Wolves.
Outcome the Wolves. Yeah.
That was their most commercially successful.
And that had Ruby. That's what that was.
Yeah,
called.
Ruby Soho. It had Time Bomb.
Yeah,
it
Time
had
Other
Maxwell
songs.
Murder. Yeah, there was a bunch of tracks on there.
Maxwell
kept-
Murder.
they
Old
kept the-
Friend was another one. Good Morning Heartache. They played that. That song was in the trailer for Kids in the Hall Brain Candy.
Oh, cool.
Wow.
Yep.
Come full circle there.
My empire is crumbling.
Yes.
Can I get you anything, Chris? Head scratch, AA batteries, land in Montana.
But then
I love that movie so fucking much.
Tomorrow Never Comes is the name of the album and the first single, and it was good. It's real good.
It is good.
Yeah, this is a very retro feel of Rancid, which makes
like
sense
fast
because
punk.
they're working with Brett Gurewitz again.
Brett, of course, one of the producers with Epitaph Records and one of the minds behind Bad
One of the
Religion.
co-founders of Bad Religion with Greg Graffin. And he is the owner, the owner and founder of Epitaph Records.
Is Offspring still with Epitaph technically?
no,
Okay,
no,
they're long
Offspring.
gone, long gone.
Offspring is Dexter Holland owns Nitro Records.
Oh,
because they're
okay.
just putting out something new. I think I just saw that.
Yeah, that would probably be on Nitro on his own label.
Okay.
I would imagine.
But they were on
but
Epitaph at one point. I think
Were they?
because I thought that's how I first heard about it.
Smash might have been on Epitaph.
Okay.
But I think after that, he started Nitro. And let's see. Okay.
They were at least on Epitaph for one, for sure.
Ignition and Smash. Yeah, so Ignition and Smash were the Epitaph records.
Okay.
Okay.
And then after that, okay, so
Yeah.
Oh, wow. Yeah, I remember Ignition.
Yep.
Man.
so the Pretty Fly for a White Guy was
Yeah, that was post Epitaph. There's no
Yeah.
fucking way Brett Gurewitz would have let Pretty
Yeah.
Fly for a White Guy come out on Epitaph Records.
right.
That was when that song
But
came
that's-
out. A lot of us went, Offspring?
Oh, I was
Really?
donezo. I was donezo, and I loved Smash.
Yeah.
I loved Smash. But the second everything after Smash came out, I was like, fuck no. Why is Jello Biafra on the beginning of this album? This album sucks shit.
Smash, the
Ixnay on the ombre.
the seeds were planted in Smash with the last track on Smash with What the Hell Happened to You. That's
Fair.
That's when they proved that they could also be a wacky band. And that's when everything went downhill. Is Dexter? Is that his name?
Dexter.
But Bad
Yeah.
Habit was on Smash.
Dexter Holland. And Noodles is still in there.
And Bad Habit's a cheesy ass song.
I guess looking back, it is.
It's good.
And
also-
I do like The Kids Aren't All Right.
I was gonna say, didn't that come out after
Yeah.
Pretty Fly?
I think it was around. It might have been on one of the South Park guys movie soundtrack. I can't
Because The
remember.
Kids Aren't All Right is a good song. Asterisk. I'm going to say something and I'm not going to add any context and I'm not going to explain myself. And I want you guys to tell me I'm right.
Okay.
The Kids Aren't All Right to The Offspring is King Nothing to Metallica.
Not to me.
I told you I was right, bro.
You're way off.
Is the implication there that King Nothing is good?
Yes.
Oh. Yeah, you're not right.
Well, this has gone poorly.
I feel like you kind of knew my answer going in that one though.
No, you surprised me a little.
Oh, really? Okay.
You still keep me on my toes.
No, I hate King Nothing.
That's a good song.
Okay.
It's all
Let's
right.
think about religion or about music. You're allowed to get into it. I looked at the word bad religion as I said that.
I was wondering if you might like that Lux Eterna song that Metallica just put out, but
Me?
maybe. I don't know.
Have you heard it?
It's thrash. It's totally thrash. It's like Kill 'Em All.
Here's the thing. At this point, I won't like anything Metallica does purely out of spite.
There you go. Okay, so we're not listening to that.
Yeah. No, at this point, it's purely like a no. Fuck you.
It won't matter. Yeah.
I know. I won't. I haven't forgiven you for what you did.
Okay, so this goes deeper. All right.
Remember when you made that album cover like "cum" or whatever the fuck it was?
Oh yeah, for load. Oh God, I forgot that was a euphemism.
Yeah. Remember when you did that?
It's like a
You
microscopic.
fucking pervert.
Oh, that hurts.
You made us all look at cum. You fucking grosso.
You made me buy cum.
Yeah, I didn't buy it.
Anyway, the new Rancid album Tomorrow Never Comes.
Cha-ching.
It looks like the
228.
album.
It's a long
Okay,
one
the
to
album is
start
going to drop June 2nd, but the new single's already out. Tomorrow Never Comes. My favorite thing that Rancid's done in
Are they still
the
touring?
last little bit. Rancid?
Yeah.
We just saw him last year or year before.
Last year, in Oklahoma City.
Okay, good. What were you going to say? I'm sorry.
No, I was just gonna say the last album or two that they've put out, they've been doing this thing where as every single they release a video with it, and so that they can do basically every song. It's just a very broken down, like black and white footage, couple different angles in a room. And the last album, they had that for the entire album. So there was basically like a little live video
cool.
of every song.
Nice.
I think that's rad.
Nice.
And
That is
they,
cool.
they did that with this new track, which makes me think maybe they're going to do it again with this album,
Sweet.
which will be cool.
Sweet.
Yeah.
Cool.
But that last album that came out, what was it, 6 years ago?
Yeah, in 2017.
Yeah, that one.
That was their last album?
While I don't think, while I don't think that it was the best album T to B, the ska songs on that album I thought were fucking great.
Okay.
Let's go down
Have
to
they
that
been
track
good at that
list.
in past albums too? This wasn't like a new thing for them, right? The ska.
No, they've been doing
They
ska
lead-
for
they do it
a long
for-
time.
okay.
No, not this album.
So they went 2014. Honor is all we know.
Honor's All We Know. That's the one I'm thinking of.
Okay.
Let's click on that track list if you don't mind. 2014. Yeah, 2014. This one had Evil Is My Friend is a really great ska song.
They always have a good amount of songs.
Yeah. Yeah, 14 on this one. Looks like nothing.
Oh man, they cracked the 3-minute mark.
Uh-oh.
A couple times.
305, 312. Good God, what are you, the Smashing Pumpkins? Hey-o.
Ew.
Everybody's Suffering. That's a good one. Everybody's suffering.
Oh, yeah, that is a good one. Yeah.
Everybody. Evil's My Friend, though, is my favorite one on that one, for sure. But anyway, if you've ever been a Rancid fan, be excited. They have new music, and it's fun.
Yeah, their 10th album is going to be.
It's pretty rad.
Foo Fighters about to release their 11th album.
Wow.
They've also got a new song, Rescued. It was good. It's
all right.
It was a solid Foo Fighters rock song.
Yeah, here's the thing with the Foo Fighters. Everything they do is still good, but it has gotten quite formulated.
It has.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And you know, that's fine. If you got a system that's working, if it ain't broke, don't fix it.
They have their sound.
But at the same time, they're not really surprising me like they did with like White Limo.
Yeah.
Or really that album was Wasting Light was the last like full album from the Foo Fighters that I was like, this is top to bottom, every last song fantastic.
Okay.
Ever since then, every album has been like, I like half of this album,
Yeah.
and the rest is just okay.
Got to put out.
And an album called Hail. Oh, the
Hail
DGs.
Satin.
Hail Satin. That's
Yeah.
funny.
Yeah, that was the Bee Gees covers.
Medicine at Midnight. I don't know that one.
Yeah, and then they know that's the other thing about them
Here we
too.
go.
Is they just pump shit out.
See, this is the one I need to go back and re-listen to or listen to more
Concrete
of
and
it.
Gold.
because it kind of got. I heard they were saying they sort of got out of their formulaic stuff, tried different things.
Well, and that's the one that has The Sky as a Neighborhood, which that
Right,
came up
that was
on
cool.
on shuffle for me, and
I like the beat on that one.
Yeah, I enjoy that too. It's got a bit of a little different sound, a little more anthem-y.
Yeah,
than I'm
like
kinda used to.
Zeppelin-y.
Yeah,
I
sure.
was kind of thinking of yeah.
But
What year was Wasting Light?
Is that before? Yeah, it was before they did.
wow.
Wow, it was
2011.
Damn, I forgot how far. Okay,
Well, and it looks like they've got a lot of
and that's the one with Butch. I think he produced that one.
Yeah, Butch Vig.
And they did it on tape. They didn't do digital at all. I think.
Oh, okay. Yeah. I want to see what the track listing is on that. You said that's the one with White Limo?
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
Yeah. Well,
Yeah, Bridge Burning, Ropes, dope. Dear Rosemary's really good.
I don't know that I know any of these, honestly. Maybe these days, unless I'm thinking of the Nico song.
One of these days,
Yeah, it's not
I'm gonna run around, and I'm never around. I'm there around.
It's like I'm there.
Sorry, that was Mouse Rat.
Your Foo Fighters turned into Mouse Rat.
Yeah. And that was the first one back was Pat Smear.
Oh,
That's when
yeah?
he came back. Yeah.
Thought he could do it on his own.
But the first three are. I heard the actual Color and the Shape song. It was like a bonus track, I guess,
yeah?
on on Apple Music or something. Mm-hmm. That was pretty. It kind of reminded me, like, yeah, man, they were wild back then. Or it sounded like, there was more. I don't know. There was more dynamics to it. But this happens to a lot of bands.
well, and I mean, they were still young and hungry. You know,
Kudos
That's
to
when-
them for coming back so quickly.
That's true. Yeah, we don't know who is going to be drumming for them. But you said Josh Freese is in the talks.
that was the word. That was the word I heard.
and,
Old Josh Freeze.
and you said he's been on just about.
many things.
You know him from everything.
And everybody.
Yeah.
Yeah, that guy's played for fucking everybody. Just do a quick wiki on Josh Freeze. I think it's RFEESE.
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah, there he is.
I want to say Queen. Was he in Queens of the Stone Age?
Yes,
at
he
all?
briefly
Okay.
played with Queens, I believe. Yeah, here we go. Vandals, Devo, Guns N' Roses, Perfect Circle, Nine Inch Nails, Weezer, Sublime with Rome, Paramore, Sting, Foo Fighters.
Wow.
So yeah, so he performed with them. but we'll
Work
see.
history.
Please mention Buckethead.
Freese played drums
Yeah.
on Devo's 2010 album "Something for Everybody." Wow.
Yep, played with Evanescence.
Sessions with the Young
Good
and the Hopeless.
Charlotte.
Good Charlotte. That's crazy. Man.
He co-wrote
Oh,
Chinese Democracy.
Chinese Democracy.
The song.
Oh, cool. It's one of the better songs on that album. It is.
Isn't that wild?
Yeah, that's the way to go, man.
Brian Head Welch, wasn't he from Korn?
Korn.
Yes.
Yeah. Played on his solo album.
Yeah, he's out there peddling mind poison now.
Is he? Is he like a QAnon asshole?
No, Christian.
Oh, even worse. He did the track. He did tracks on some Nine Inch Nails songs, including Hyperpower and Capital G, which is one of my favorite Nine Inch Nails songs.
Oh, right on.
That's a great one.
Yeah, he toured with them too. Yeah, there we go. Co-written songs with Queens of the Stone Age, The Vandals, Perfect Circle, Dwarves, Goon Moon, Devo, and Sting.
So he just co-wrote songs. Okay.
Yeah, and he's played with a bunch of those other bands, like toured with them and shit.
Guys, he was on Daughtry's debut album.
Barf.
Hey, you know,
Oklahoma's own.
Listen, you got to make money.
You put
know.
some
that's
respect on that barf.
Take that.
We all- they all can't
take
be-
that paycheck.
yeah.
The Replacements he's played with.
I guess he probably was the replacement.
Right.
Ah,
Bang, boom, got him. Comedy.
I'm a funny man.
Michael Bublé.
No, thank you.
He played on a Bublé. He played with Michael Bublé.
It's what he did all day.
He played drums with Bublé.
Okay.
Is that coming knocking on a door? Am I missing?
Coming
He played drums with Bublé.
We'll be waiting for you.
And we'll count it off. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 3's coming to
Bublé at the door.
Bubléing on you.
We've been on mic for 7 hours.
Have we? It feels like it, hasn't it?
It's a podcast marathon here at OLA Ministries. We're in hour 4 of our podcast-a-thon. Please, God, give us some money so we can stop podcasting.
Extravaganza.
Should we do that sometime? Should we do like a
Oh, damn it! It was in my
Give me
mind
money
too.
or I won't
No,
stop
but here's
podcasting.
so here's the thing. This is a Mr. Show sketch. The
Oh, the
pre-taped call-in
pre-taped.
show
Oh, my
scenario
God.
because no one knows the telethon is going on until we stop recording and release it. So if we do a nonstop podcast telethon, and it's an endless loop here. It can never start nor stop. It's
Well,
We're gonna be stuck in a Christopher Nolan
Schrodinger's
movie.
podcast.
well, it's one thing that's for sure. That plan is flawless.
Yes, let's do it.
Cannot
starting
go
now.
wrong.
Let me start the timer.
I'm glad we brought it up.
Yeah, for real.
Sorry, families.
Oh man.
For the next 5 days, we're
That would be some wild shit.
so much content.
Coco Melon, we talked about.
Vera
this
Farmiga
world's
singing
nuts.
Slipknot.
Yeah, the actress that neither of you guys knew. Oh, yeah, Up in
and
the Air. That's
and all
the
I
other
know about
movie.
Slipknot is that they wear masks, and I never heard their songs.
Oh, really?
Brian.
I know.
You did,
I
you
didn't
did
say I was
prepare for this episode.
I didn't
at
say
all.
I was cultured.
You did prepare for the things you didn't know we were going to talk about.
I
At
know.
all.
Can we play him a
nerve.
brief moment of the original version of this song so he at least has a reference point?
I would love that.
Because
Thank you.
what she's playing with is a Rock Academy, which is like a
Okay.
It's like a grown-up school of rock type thing, right? So,
cool, fine.
so the version of this that you're hearing, especially musically, is not incredibly polished.
Hardcore. Okay. Right. So this is one that is this an early one or
Yeah, from 2003, 2002, that area.
I like Corey Taylor.
It's from Idaho.
That's the most I really know
Iowa.
about him.
Iowa.
Iowa, right.
It's the name of the album and where they're from.
Right. I remember the albums. I remember the characters, kind of. But okay, this sounds
All right, that's
familiar.
enough.
Actually, yeah, I remember that riff.
Damn it.
YouTube, leave us alone.
I was so into it.
Yeah, sorry.
I like that song.
Blue balls.
Their new drummer is
Josh Freese.
Nope. It's Max Weinberg's son, Jay Weinberg. Max Weinberg of the E Street Band and Conan O'Brien's show.
Here's the deal. Sometimes the fruit does fall far from the tree and rolls into a neighbor's yard, and that neighbor is into fucking metal.
I would argue that the apple didn't fall far from the tree. The apple fell next to the tree, grew into a bigger and faster playing tree, and might be better than his dad.
The original tree.
Yeah, that dude. He's really fucking good. I mean, and you have to
Nice.
be in Slipknot because their original drummer is like known as one of the best drummers. Like people like I would argue there's probably a lot of people that'll be like, no, whatever, not. But like a lot of drummers like looked up to Joey Jordison as a really fucking good drummer.
Yeah. I'm not familiar. Did he leave the band? Did he pass away?
He's passed on.
Did he? That's a
Yeah,
shame.
yeah. He may have left the band before. I think he left the band before he passed, but I'm not sure the circumstances around why he left the band or whatever.
Okay.
But he didn't. Yeah, he was already gone before he passed. But yeah, he is no longer with us.
So badass song,
peace.
and to see this actress covering it was pretty different.
Yeah.
But he said,
It's just really
her
cool
own
to
spin.
see like
Or their own spin.
someone like Vera Farmiga, who on the surface looks like a relatively normal person, as far as like she looks like a normal lady who might not be into heavy metal. She's wearing like a nice blouse.
Yeah.
And
so semi fish out of water.
but
maybe.
and it's also like but
that makes it
the
fun.
fact that even big actors like still yearn for that feeling of being a rock star because it's just not the same thing.
True.
You know what I mean? Like it's a very, very different feeling to play music and be in front of that type of an audience that no comedy or movie or musical or theater. None of them have an audience reaction the way a concert does.
Yeah,
sure. You know what I mean?
Mostly.
Yeah.
Like
People
even
aren't,
with-
people aren't freaking out and jumping all over each other at fucking Chicago or like
I was gonna say, like, how does-
Jersey Boys.
yeah, or
I'm not familiar with
Slipknot,
nope.
Vera.
The very popular play Hamilton.
Yeah, there's no mosh pits at Hamilton.
No.
Yeah. Like people are getting, they like the music, but
Sometimes during the intermission, just for fun.
every now and then it just breaks out.
Just start a pit.
Hamilton. Fun fact: Hamilton did not do great when it was here in Tulsa last month.
What do you mean? Ours was. It looked packed.
They sold out most shows, but they ended up having to slice ticket prices, and they offered massive deals on tickets to get seats filled.
Wow.
Yeah,
Wonder why?
Maybe it's running out of steam. Perhaps.
Racism.
Oh fuck!
Yeah,
You're right. You're absolutely right.
A lot of people
God
that can afford
damn it!
theater tickets are old and racist.
You're fucking absolutely right.
Yeah.
Book of Mormon's coming back.
Oh, nice. Good. I love that one.
I'm very excited. We're gonna try and get tickets for to take Rhett.
Yeah, I'd like to maybe try and go to that one.
Please come with us if we're able to like get tickets together somehow.
I might go with some other friends. I'm just kidding.
You have. This is an audio podcast, but my face said a lot just now, everybody.
I'm kidding. I took you guys to
Shocked
Chicago.
You don't have any other friends?
He's right here.
Oh, I was saying, yeah, we're going. I forgot to tell you.
I've got two for Brian.
Oh,
Do you
You
like
put
to
an
look at
S
one?
on it, okay?
Did I
You
do-
put an S. You didn't say my other friend.
Did I do that?
Did I do that?
I put an S on it, just like zip boards.
I put an S on it.
Put an S on it.
Put some S on that shit.
Oh, I was thinking of
Put the connected
Portlandia's.
zip boards.
Put a bird on it.
Oh, put a bird on it.
Put a bird on it.
Put her in a bra. That's from a way different thing.
Because that's not from Portland. I've never seen Fred Armisen say that.
No, that's a How Did This Get Made exclusive.
Man, totally random. Was Fred Armisen not great as Uncle Fester?
Oh, yeah. Fantastic.
I ain't watched it yet.
Yeah, watch it yet? Oh, he was so good.
It's good.
Yeah, it's good.
I really, really enjoyed it.
I live 99% of my time on YouTube, so
Yeah.
I'm a slacker like that.
Do you watch a lot of Jeremy Parrish?
No.
Then you're wasting your time on YouTube.
Well,
Ooh.
Boom.
YouTube fight.
Gauntlet has been dropped or thrown. What do you do with the gauntlet? You throw down. The gauntlet has been thrown down.
Not upwards, downwards.
Well, it's very heavy.
Is that what it is? You throw it down so that you can
And that's
throw
how they know you.
hands easier?
yeah.
That's how they know you
Take
mean
the
business.
gauntlets off so your soft, fleshy hands can do the punching.
So you can throw your hands faster?
You sure you don't need that?
Throw them hands.
Saying you're wearing a weapon. You might just keep it on.
Yeah. I mean, I would hit somebody with my armor first.
Yeah. Yeah, I don't throw down the gauntlet. I throw it at you.
Ooh,
First.
good
Catch my gauntlet.
plan.
Wait, no, because then you could use it against me.
Isn't that the name of the end course in American Gladiators?
Catch my gauntlet.
Didn't they call it the Gauntlet?
Gauntlet. No, but it was one of the best. Well, wait, maybe it was actually.
Was it the gauntlet?
Dun,
Or-
dun, dun,
might
dun,
have been
dun,
Gauntlet.
Is that American
Honey's
Gladiators?
Gladiator.
Because that could be
I am almost 100%.
NBC Nightly News.
Sounds
Can we pull it
pretty
up?
I
freaking
do.
close
All
to
right.
me. Honey, is
do.
Gladiators on? Do we miss it?
Well, I can't.
I'm going to point out that I could pull it up quicker, but I'm not gonna.
And I'm not connected to the ding dang.
Damn it. All right, I'll do it.
All right. I am almost 100% that that's
I am too.
how it goes.
I am too.
I
watched it just enough.
I am so glad that I didn't know that, and I'm so sad I'm about to. God damn it. I don't want I don't want that YouTube takedown.
You were on point. Good job.
What if it got taken down from me just humming it? Wouldn't that be wild?
That's
Wouldn't that be wild if you were just like, "What's new, pussycat?" Whoa, and there's a blank spot in your video.
they're like the estate of Tom Jones does not like your crappy rendition. What's
Crappy.
That's YouTube's
Breaking my
words.
heart left and right this
It's
episode.
YouTube's words, not mine.
Oh,
I'm
fair,
saying.
fair. Okay, cool, cool,
breaking
cool.
my heart.
YouTube can talk shit all day. That's all they do.
But Vera does a pretty solid cast of Duality.
He does.
Yeah, there's a
FUBAR is
clip on
FUBAR.
that online if you want. If you can find it, pull it up. It's very interesting to see her just go hard on it.
Yeah.
But I like at the beginning she's very much giving it up to the existence of what is like the Rock Academy and things like that. And I love that those things are out there, man. Like the School of Rock and those things.
Who are reuniting? So they're reuniting School of Rock.
From the movie.
Yeah.
Well, there's now actually like a
right.
series of
Yes.
academies called School of Rock.
Yeah.
Okay, that's right. I think I'd heard
Yeah,
that.
there's one here.
Yeah.
Somewhere. Way out south, maybe Broken Arrow.
That does sound like something they would offer in communities like Broken Arrow.
But yeah, the fact that those are a thing, and like,
That's
I'm
great.
not gonna
they do it.
fucking get into it, but like, those are the type of things that should be like funded. You know, arts programs, things like that.
I'm with you.
Like,
Yeah.
I don't know. There's a
should
lot
be.
to be had from stuff like that.
No, there's a Yes.
Well,
Just as crucial as other things.
Art and music teach you to think a little bit differently, and that has such an amazing benefit in other avenues of your life.
And they enrich your life. They really do.
Also, when you're done, there's a song. You get to listen to it.
Plus, every single program like that you fund, every sports program, every social program, all of those things that give just another option of a free thing for someone to go do.
Yeah.
That's one more thing that is another option besides doing crimes. Because you have no other options and no other way to make ends meet. But that's for another show.
Sure.
Anywho,
Should we pick it and plug it?
I would love nothing more in this entire world.
I wanted to bring this up when we were recording the People Persons Paper podcast. A new episode out today, depending on whether or
Enjoy
not
it, folks.
you get yours posted before I get mine posted. This table would stop falling over.
Maybe.
I've been watching What We Do in the Shadows,
The series.
the series. It is a mockumentary style about vampires. And
Based on the film.
based on the film, which I have not seen, unfortunately. So I'm coming in a little
Oh, man.
out of order. as it
Film's
were.
amazing.
Is it? The series did something that I've not seen done in a mockumentary in this way, which is where a member of the documentary crew is killed in an episode. And it was awesome. The show is a comedy. I hear the movie is more serious, right?
No.
Oh, it's not serious? Okay.
No.
Well, the movie, the TV show is very silly.
Refresh my name and the name of this again.
What We Do in the Shadows.
What We Do in the Shadows.
I'm watching on Hulu.
Okay.
And it's about 3 vampires living in Staten Island. And they're being...
Are you thinking of Dark Shadows?
No,
The Johnny Depp one?
the movie?
Yeah.
No, I just
okay.
thought... I just
No,
I just misheard.
it's very, very silly.
It's also a comedy.
Reese Darby's in it, Jermaine Clement.
Oh, is it a different cast? Is that what it is? Okay.
Yes, it's a different cast.
Maybe that's what it was. I remember
But
that
it's
there was
fucking
something
hilarious.
very different between the movie and the show.
It's a cast. Yeah, the cast is almost, I think it's completely different.
Okay. Well, the show it's been really fun, and it's been very fun in that first season of a mockumentary way where you're just learning a lot about the world and the characters.
It is funny that they've never done that in a mockumentary before.
Yeah. It's and it was
Like where something happens to the documentary.
yeah, in like the 4th episode, like a vampire like kills their audio guy.
That's so fucking funny.
Yeah, and it was
It's definitely different.
yeah.
I'm just realizing how weird it must sound to hear you say, yeah, and then he kills the sound guy, and me go, that's so fucking funny.
yeah.
Well, yeah, you know where they did it? The Spaceballs.
What?
He did it.
Oh,
They're you're playing their lightsaber schwartzing, and they accidentally kill one of the crew
Oh
members.
yeah, I remember that. Yeah.
oh, fuck.
Yeah, he when Lone Star is fighting Dark Helmet.
He did it.
Yeah.
That's right.
Right?
Whoa.
It is funny.
So
it
we
was
have
funny.
done it before.
But that
and
wasn't
you're right, it
documentary
was-
style.
That was really funny.
No.
But that's
No,
feature
but that
film.
was more breaking the
That was
fourth wall of
feature
it being a
film,
movie. Yeah.
that was wacky. That was wackiness.
Remember, it's the same movie where they catch up to the heroes, and it turns out it's the stunt doubles.
That's right. Yeah, this is one. Yeah, Spaceballs is one where like they're kind of just winking at, hey, we're making a movie.
Yeah, absolutely.
But the audience is not really supposed to know that the camera crew's there.
Yeah.
Whereas the other one is a documentary. You know they're there. You know they're people.
Yeah, they
Right.
talk directly to the
Yeah, and
camera.
they
often.
actually get involved.
There you go.
That's funny.
But the show's great, and that moment really kind of solidified it to me as something a little bit different than what I was expecting. So I'm
Nice.
enjoying that. Also, on the way over here on Shuffle, some classic Crystal Method came on, Keep Hope Alive. And I just got to say, if you haven't in a while, go bust out Vegas. Their first album was a banger, as the kids say.
As the kids
banger.
And Plugs, going to talk about Starlight Comedy Night, second Friday of every month. Come out and hang out with me and Laura Cook and some of the best comics in the region. If you like podcasts, and I know you do because you're listening to us right now, and you like the show The Office, and I know you do because you have such good taste, you need to listen to the People Persons Paper podcast with me and my co-host, Mr. Brian Sittler.
Please.
And of course, if you like me and Brian and you want us to talk to one of our friends who's also my mom, you should listen to Stories with Mom, where every week we sit down with my mom and hear some of these weird and crazy and wild and, God, I hope they're all true stories from her 70 plus years of life on this earth. And I've taken a couple of weeks off because 3 podcasts is enough. But I do have a 4th show that happens sometimes called OK Geek. So tune in there when there's new episodes.
Nice. Brian, what do you got?
Oh my God. I just realized that listening to this Rancid earlier today reminded me that sometimes YouTube does really good free movies. And one of them I just noticed was Decline of the Western Civilization Part 1.
Oh, right on.
And I think Part 2, perhaps. Part 1's better.
Yeah, for sure.
I would think, that's a really fucking amazing look.
Was
into
Part 2 the thrash metal?
It was metal. It was more hair metal.
That's right.
Yeah, I guess. What was Jackal? What were they technically?
No, they were hair metal.
They were hair.
Yeah.
It was mostly hair because then they had Kiss on there and they were
That's
in their
right,
head.
that's
They were in
right.
their, Paul Stanley was totally his hair metal. And yeah, it was mostly, but that one's a little funnier. Maybe it's a little more lighter.
And then what was 3?
3 was like more punk, but I never watched
back
it.
to punk.
It was like back to punk. It was like 98 when it came out. And I think it was the same.
Oh yeah, the metal years.
Yeah, it was kind of metal punk, like
Part 2 was the metal years.
gutter punk lifestyle.
Oh
homeless
yeah, that's
teenagers.
right. That's right.
Yeah,
The gutter punks.
Metal Years is 2. But it's really fascinating. Penelope Spheres, I think she does all 3 of them. She directed Wayne's World amongst other shit.
I remember in high school being where there was like a thing where like you would have like rich kid gutter punks.
Oh,
Where like there's just like it's like kids are like, you know, wearing all this punk stuff and like just dirty as fuck and like playing like the part of the gutter punk, and it's like I know who I know where you live. Like you know, we went to middle school together. Like I've seen your house.
you are the epitome of a poser, right?
You know those dog piles are like $90, right?
The gutters on your house, like your
right.
3,000 square foot beautiful home.
The gutters in your gated community.
Well, that was like leather jackets. Like they were too expensive to buy for most punks.
Oh, I never had one.
I mean, who the fuck's
My
gonna
entire punk wardrobe came from thrift stores entirely.
Yeah.
And it was just
Then
the
that's-
weirdest shit. And you always knew who the real punks were because it was the weirdest hodgepodge of whatever bullshit. Like, I was wearing like weirdo golfer pants and shit because I thought it was fucking funny. Like, all sorts of weird shit. Like, yeah.
You should watch the third one. Have you seen that
Oh,
one yet?
I've seen all of them, yeah.
Okay. They're all fun to get. And I think maybe they have all 3 for free on YouTube. So check that out.
Oh, hell yeah.
Very cool.
And obviously, Hilton just talked about both podcasts that I do with him. So
So
those.
do those things.
Listen to those. Do those things.
No real plugs for me other than if you want to hear me ranting and raving about politics, of course, come listen to me on Maximum News.
With who?
With TJ Clark.
He's good.
Right here on OLA Ministries and all your favorite podcast apps. You can find us there. We obviously this last week, one of the biggest stories was the reinstatement of the 2 lawmakers in Tennessee that were ousted after their protest. The week before that, TJ and I were actually recording the episode as the vote was happening.
For what?
For the reinstatement?
To expel them.
Oh, the first one.
For when they were actually voting to expel the 3, and then they chose to expel just the 2 black guys. And they were like, it's not because of race.
No, that's exactly
It's
why we do
because she
things.
didn't use a megaphone. Anyways.
So that was the.
Yeah. So, but there's been a lot going on. And TJ was out of town this week, so there wasn't a new episode this week, but we'll be back next. And then for
Very good,
picks,
very good.
I know I've said it before on this episode, but I just jumped back into it again, and every time I listen to it, I enjoy it more and more and more. But the Mars Volta album that just came out last year, self-titled, came out 2022. If you're looking through their discography, it's the gold album cover that just says the Mars Volta. Okay. I really fucking love it. It's a real departure from what Mars Volta used to sound like. Yeah. But it's really, really good. Top to bottom, I super, super enjoy it more every time I hear it.
Nice.
Yeah, and
Is it
then
still the same members, or what's the situation with that? Because
they've had a little bit of flow with like drummers and keyboardists and some of the other stuff, but the 2 core members, Cedric and Omar, are still that's still the driving force of the band. 100%.
Nice.
Yeah, and then let's see. As far as like TV, still watching Yellow Jackets, obsessed. The new Perry Mason on HBO is actually pretty fucking solid.
They did a new one.
Well, season 2 just started. And it is very much not like the the black and white Perry Mason.
No, yeah.
Of old. This
isn't that he's
this is a gritty HBO series that happens to have Perry Mason. It's pretty cool.
Is it in modern day? It's not like in the 50s or something like that.
Oh, it is?
No, it's way back. It's set in like the, I don't know, like pre-World War II.
Okay, wow.
Okay.
Yeah, it's
a while ago.
Yeah, it's
30s.
It's set way old.
30s, 40s.
20s, 30s, I think. I can't remember.
Okay.
Turn of the century.
Is he younger or like is it the same character? Perry Mason.
He's Perry's a younger man in this show, I think.
Yeah, I mean, I feel like it's the same character by technicality only. Like it's a lawyer named Perry Mason,
right?
And that's pretty much the parallel.
Because I'm down for a prequel for Perry Mason of some kind.
Yeah, my mom just watched a couple episodes and she dug it too. So
cool.
It was quite intriguing.
All right on.
Yeah, I dig it. There's a lot of good actors in it too. Tatiana Maslany's in the first season.
Her?
Oh,
She-Hulk.
okay. Yeah. And I should also say, because I do like a lot of shows and I love Better Call Saul, that is now on season 6 is now on Netflix. So go watch it.
Yeah,
nice.
for sure. And then the thing that the Yellow Jackets, I told you, that's the thing that we got.
Now what's that? I don't think I know what that is.
So that's the Showtime show that after we watched Everything Everywhere All at Once that we started because everybody kept talking. I've heard a lot of people talking about how good it is, so we started it, and that's when we were like, "Fuck, we're just gonna have to pay for Showtime now." It is the way I've been describing it to people is it's like a good teen drama meets a little bit of Lost meets a little bit of Lord of the Flies.
Yeah. Ooh.
And but also sort of that so a lot of the story you go back and forth between them as kids when the thing happened, and then you go back to the survivors in their adult lives. So that is sort of the lost part, you know. Plane crash. You're seeing. You're going back and forth between the storylines of when it happened versus their lives in the aftermath.
Okay.
It's fucking incredible. It's super, super, super good.
And how many seasons have they done?
They're on season 2 right now. We're about halfway through season 2, I think.
Okay.
Nice.
I love
All
it.
right.
Love it. And here's a funny thing. And this is just me being a fucking weirdo, but Juliette Lewis is in it.
Okay.
That's Natural Born Killers, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
What's Eating Gilbert Grape?
Yeah.
Single white female.
Yeah, I had that moment of like, did I say the wrong name?
Maybe not.
But that is who I'm
not
talking about. And anyway, she is, she's a noted Scientologist.
Oh, okay.
Oh, I didn't know that.
Yeah.
Where's
she's been
Shelley
a-
Juliet?
Yeah, she's been a Scientologist for a long time. Wow. But there's a spoiler alert. There's a slight tie-in to a cult, and her character is sort of poking at the lunacy that is the cult.
Oh, wow.
And I'm just like, God, the irony of her saying these lines to this person is just so thick. It's fucking insane to me. And it makes me wonder, like, as a human being and a person, like, is she able to see it, or is that one of those weird things that Scientology has just completely wiped her of the ability to see past?
Wow.
Yeah, right?
Yeah. Isn't that fucked up?
Yeah, it is.
Anyway, Scientology's gnarly, but Yellow Jackets is super good. That being said, Brian, thank you for coming and doing the show.
Thanks for having me. I appreciate it.
I think a couple times during this, having just done P4, I think there was a couple times during this show where I forgot I was hosting this show.
Yes.
I was still kind of in like, this is the P4 thing.
This is P4 day.
It's our show.
Well, sure, you know what I mean. But
Yeah,
being a co-host as opposed to the guest.
Gotcha.
I was still in
Yes.
sort of guest mode for brief portions of this, and I was forgetting like, I should move I should do the thing.
I can
I'm in
start a
charge of
topic.
this. I'm in charge of this.
Yeah, it was sort of like I would forget that I had that option.
You absolutely do.
Well, we gave you a day off, is what it was.
Hey, you know, it's nice.
I took care of the hosting today, buddy.
It's nice. I appreciate that. I
Glad to do
appreciate that.
Appreciate you.
Appreciate you.
No, I do love that we have struck such a wonderful balance of that over the years. Because goddamn,
Oh, yeah.
the amount of times in the past in a podcast that shan't be named when just weirdness would happen because no one would fucking take charge.
Someone's gotta lead.
Yeah, man. I mean, if there's a lull, blah blah blah. Open your mouth.
Just watch out for the two popes.
Watch out for Travis Scott Van Winkle. No relation to Rob Van Winkle. Why was he brought up on this?
I don't know.
Oh, he was in. Wait, he was
he's
in
in
something else. That we were looking
he's
at.
in a thing.
He was in a thing.
Was
is
it the
he
shitty?
Is he in FUBAR?
He was in
FUBAR.
FUBAR.
Oh yeah. Don't watch FUBAR, but listen to every show on the OLA Ministries Network. We love you, and we'll see you next week.
Take it from me. I love you.